What's up, guys? I wanted to make a video for my students about this song called What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. And it's a great song for learning English, especially if you're just a beginner, because it uses very simple vocabulary. The verbs that it uses are very simple. They're all present tense. Most of them are first-person verbs. And it's very easy to understand the words to this song, even if you're a beginner. Now, this song is by a man named Louis Armstrong. So he was very popular for a long time. And his first name is Louis. It's spelt like Louis, but that's not how you pronounce it. It's Louis. Louis Armstrong. He's mostly known for playing the trumpet, but he also is well known for singing. And you might notice he has a very unique voice. First, I want to point out some vocabulary that you might not be familiar with if you are a beginner in English. The first word is roses. Now, roses are a type of flower, and they look like this. That's a rose. The second word is bloom. Now, this is a verb, a present tense verb, and that is what happens when a flower starts off closed and it starts to grow and open up. So before the flowers bloom, they look like this, and then after they bloom, they look like this. The next word I want to point out is wonderful. That's wonderful. Now, this is a pretty common word, so you should definitely be familiar with this. This just means great or very good. Blessed is a religious word, and I actually looked up the definition in the dictionary, and it means holy, fortunate, or divinely favored. This is not a common word for people to say, but you might hear it a lot in Christmas carols or church hymns, or even in the Bible when it says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, blessed are those who mourn, blessed are the meek." Sacred is kind of similar to blessed, and it just means holy or devoted to God. A rainbow is the big colorful thing you see in the sky after the rain. So besides these words, you can probably understand most of the other words in this song, unless you're a complete beginner, in which case you probably don't understand anything I'm saying right now. But if there are any other words in the song that you don't understand, that's fine. Just look them up online.
I see trees of green, red roses too.
The phrase trees of green means the exact same thing as green trees. So what he's saying is, I see green trees and red roses.
I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Now, this is a very positive, optimistic song. So he looks at the flowers and he sees them bloom or grow, and that reminds him of what a wonderful world it is. Now, what is normally a question word, but in this case, it's not asking a question, it's really making a statement. When he says, what a wonderful world, he's really just saying the world is wonderful. That's what he's trying to say here. And he has a very interesting pronunciation of the word world. Really, when he says it, it kind of sounds like he's saying woiled.
What a wonderful world.
That's just his accent. That's how he pronounces the word. That is not a common way of pronouncing that word, but some people do say it that way. So just to be aware of that.
I see skies of blue and clouds of white.
This is just like the tree part. Skies of blue means the same thing as blue skies. So he's saying, I see blue skies and white clouds.
Bright blessed day, the dark sacred night.
Once again, this is a very positive, happy song. So here, Louis is saying that the days are blessed and the nights are sacred. So literally, the whole day from morning until night is happy, positive, blessed, sacred. He's showing us some very happy feelings here.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by.
So he sees these pretty colors in the rainbow, in the sky, very pretty, and he sees the same colors on the people that are walking by him in the streets.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do?
So he sees people shaking hands, and that is just the thing that you do when you see someone that you know, and you grab their hand and you shake them for a few seconds as a greeting. And the people say, how do you do? Which is just a way of saying, hello, how are you? But that is kind of an old-fashioned way of saying that. People don't really say, how do you do anymore.
They're really saying, I love you.
So here, Louis suggests that when people say, how do you do, they're not actually trying to say, how do you do? But rather, it's their own personal way of saying, I love you.
I hear babies cry, I watch them grow, they learn much more than I never knew.
This might be the only part of the song that's not completely positive, because he says, I hear babies crying. But it gets better because after that he talks about how much these babies are going to learn. And he says they'll learn more, even more than I know. And he has this very positive, optimistic outlook on life. That these babies are young now, but they're going to grow up and be smart and probably be successful and happy. And everything is going to turn out great. So he ends off the song by saying, oh yeah, which really doesn't mean anything. But I think it kind of adds a nice ending to his very positive feeling, and it's a very nice, happy thought to end on. So I hope this video helped you learn some vocabulary and learn a little bit about American culture. And I just want to encourage you to keep listening to this song, keep reading the words, and keep learning and memorizing. And this should be an easy, fun way of learning English. So thanks for watching my video.